heading out on this rainy Sunday afternoon. Your bullfrog's been invited to a picnic, but something tells me it got moved indoors. So let's see how it is when we get there. And again, passing through Jerusalem Mill Village. The mill itself over there somewhere. But in the rain, don't know what's happening. A little bit's happening. So here we go. Through the woods to my cousin's house. Well, my grandma's dead. And I made it. House is over there. Better find myself a parking space. We made it, as I said.
Hello.
Your bullfrog is here.
Happy Mother's Day.
And via time-lapse, we're departing. Pretty quick, huh? So what shall I do now? Take the long way home? As that song used to say? That's all I ever do. I live for the long way. Shame it's still raining out there. Stopped for a while but picked up again. And back into the woods, just as on our way out. If today is Mother's Day, there were a bunch of mothers back at our gathering. That sounds strange. But despite the rain, I'll try to salvage what's left of the day. Before going any further, one more pit stop, even though we just ate. Let's get some food for later. And this base with my name on it. Perfect. And thanks to time-lapse, we're done already. Heading back out. But where am I heading? I'll know when I get there. Still, shame about the rain out there. I haven't taken an Odyssey in a while, so I was hoping for a slight ride now. And once again, arriving in Aberdeen, where there was a train station, and where I spent part of my younger years. Part of my youth was spent here. And there it is. And apparently it got here just in time. Okay, it's gone, so I guess I'll be gone too. But first, don't forget that 2019 Commuter Appreciation Days. Free refreshments just for you. And you get a guaranteed ride home too. Wish I did. Although once a couple years back, an Amtrak conductor offered me a free trip, but I had my car here so I couldn't accept it. But there you go. As long as we're still in Aberdeen. Let's check out CSX. Talk about perfect timing. Twice in a row, Amtrak and CSX. Really, I stopped to check the progress on the station, but apparently not much progress since my last visit. Last year sometime. Not much progress yet, but hopefully soon. And again, as long as I'm still in Aberdeen, I think I'll go have a look where I used to work. I used to paint houses up here back in the day, back in the 70s. I was a painter. In front there you see the spur from the Northeast Corridor that goes to Aberdeen Proving Ground. They used to park stuff along there, but not anymore, I guess. But something's way down there. But here's one of the developments where I used to paint houses. This is known as Swan Meadows. And now we're on Swan Street. Someplace on the right, there was a 69 Swan Street where a cute girl lived back in the early 70s. Appropriate address for her, I guess. Oh, we passed it, never mind.
Yeah.
The 69 Swan Street. Some blonde lived there back in the early 70s. No, I never got to know her. Sorry. I'm now on Aberdeen Avenue, where my tenure here began. I first painted a house on the left there when I was 16 years old, but I forget which one. My first house that I ever painted. And after I got to painting the houses, I put my initials in the corner by the front door. What if any of my initials are still there in any of these houses from when I was 16 years old? Yep, like any painter, I signed my work. Oh, brand new car there. I want it. And look, all the way on Aberdeen Avenue, opposite direction. A lot of homes here that have been refurbished. They didn't look this good when I painted here back in the early 70s. So some refurbishment has taken place. But here it is. Your bullfrog's first job, one of his first jobs, painting here when he was 16 years old. Okay, we're gone. One more place your frog used to work in his teenage days. This development here, known as North Dean. I guess Dean as in Aberdeen. But apparently they refurbished these houses too. They were in much worse shape back when I was a teenager. They look a bit better. Or some do and some don't.
Yep.
But the ones in front of me, I never painted those. They were too good the whole time. They always look good. And that house there ahead, I believe, is the first house I painted here at this development. But again, refurbished. Looks much better than it looked when I painted it. Not because of my paint job, because of the way it was. Don't get me wrong on that one. In fact, these houses are kind of awkward. They didn't have a central heating system. They had a big heater in the middle of the living room floor that came up through grates. That's how you got your heat. And if you're in the bedroom with your door closed, you froze. Hard to explain that one, but that's how it was. Alright, now we're out of here. I am turning right at this street. Used to take you to the office for the apartment complexes, but the office got torn down and replaced by another apartment building or something, but it was right there. I'd stop in here in the morning, get my paint, then go to the house I was painting. But now it's all developed, no more office here. Where do you go? Everything here is drastically different from my teenage days. And I do mean drastically. A lot of my memories have been torn down, replaced by cookie cutter houses, or cookie cutter apartments, whatever, townhouses. You stick with cookie cutting. And of course, streets here were built during the war and named after presidents. Here's Truman Street. And the office was on Taft Street. And again, passing the site of the office, there on the right. And over here, Roosevelt Avenue, the road that brought us in here. Nope, no Obama Street yet. But there won't be a Trump Street, something tells me. Trump Street. And again, North Dean over there, part of it. That's going to be part of the road that used to be US 40 until the mid-1940s, before they built the 4-lane highway. Looks peaceful at this point, but fear not, we'll soon be on the main road again, back to the contemporary US 40. And now on the contemporary 40, that car you see there is from Hawaii. How do you drive here from Hawaii? Did they build a bridge finally? Well, they can't drive it anyway. They were signaling a little ways back. And here comes Speedy. Yep, Need for Speed. But still got the rain. Just got off Route 40 because didn't feel like paying a toll over the bridge over the Susquehanna. I guess I'm cheap. A nice barn there in the rain. Still shame about the rain. Now northbound on this road. Still wish the rain would stop. It lightens up, then creases again. Then lightens up, then creases again. Got me. It can't make up its mind. Nice road, except for the rain. Arriving US 1. But I'm instead taking a different route back. Anyway, now coming into a place called Dublin. And downtown Dublin. Wow, look how busy it is. Now we're out of Dublin, obviously. And now coming into Whiteford, a former mob railroad locality. There was a crossing up here, but long and pulled up. Can't even tell where it was. I believe right here, coming out from behind that building there, that pink building, and going up that way. I do have photos when it still existed, though. Alright, gonna head south now. If it wasn't raining, and I had more gas, I'd be tempted to go further. Still, getting tired of these inane circles. Yep, I'm going in circles like a NASCAR driver. I was at the NASCAR race last week in Dover. But anyway, again arriving in Jarrettsville. As I keep saying, no trains, but they have a subway. Better than nothing. Yep, eat fresh. Do they still say that? And again coming into Upper Crossroads. And the stores we once rode our bikes to. Right there. Again heading into the woods. But if only it wasn't raining, I'd stay out longer, just for you. And up ahead, one more Mon Pa crossing. Former crossing, I should say. Right there where the little hump is, the track used to cross. Actually, right there. I hate using the word former when talking about railroads. I just hate that. Anyway, now arriving in Baldwin. But apparently the rain has simmered down a bit. Hope it stays that way for the rest of this Mother's Day. The Mon Pa crossing here. It went that away. As you arrive in Glenarm. And up here, hanging a right turn, will take me past the Mon Pa station. One of the survivors, where the right away built over, got built over by whatever building that is. Former crossing there, a former station. It served as different things after the line was abandoned. A carry-out shop. Let's see what else. A pizza shop for a while. A restaurant. But nothing now. It ought to be a hobby shop that carries Mon Pa stuff. I wish I could afford to open one back there. I'd do it. Anybody want to go into business with me? Anybody with money? Just being honest. And back when the Mon Pa ran steam, their engines were called Mon Pa kettles. That's an obvious one, isn't it? A little too obvious. And now it's time to get back to the house. Oh, did the rain stop? Looks like it. Yeah, I better get back to the house. Almost past my bedtime. I'm now back at the house. And I can't believe there's actually space for me to park in front of the house. On weekends, there's normally not a space there. But again, thank you for riding along and for the privilege of your time. And as the song says, come on up to the house.